What's up? It's your boy Chuck Wick Ill, aka Charles Brown, back again with another what? Talking facts. Are you good? Good. All right, man. You know what we do on this show. This is what we do here on Talking Facts. In case you ain't never been here before, we talk about controversial issues, controversial topics. Some of these topics may ruffle some feathers the wrong way, but they still are what they are. They are topics that people do discuss and will discuss from the beginning to the end of time. Now, where we are right now, what I want to talk about, I saw something today. I saw I think it was an old Vlad interview. And it was saying, I think it was Rakim himself just discussing about what people say about him being the greatest MC of all time. And if you are a hip hop head, there are only going to be a couple names. When someone say, all right, make your list. What's your top five? Top five, top five. If someone says, what's your top five? You only going to, like a true MC. I'm not talking about somebody that just started listening to rap in 2003 or 2009 or even 1999. I'm talking about somebody, even if you did start listening to rap in 2003 or 2008, if you did your research and you understand what the music is about and you got a good grasp on what we're doing with this culture, you're going to have a certain name. Certain names are going to regurgitate through your top five, even if you got MCs that you like right now in the game right now. And if you're really being honest with this game, if you're going to do top five, Rakim is going to be in your top five. If you know anything about hip hop, really know about hip hop, you're going to say Rakim. And I get it. Some people say Rakim just to say Rakim, to be honest with you. I know that. I know some people feel pressure to say Rakim, or they feel pressure to say Tupac, or they feel pressure to say Biggie, or they feel pressure to say Jay-Z or Nas, and they really don't feel that person like that, or they may not even know their music like that. So if you feel pressure to say Rakim, I don't know what to tell you. That's fine. You don't gotta like Rakim, but if you respect it enough to say Rakim, then that is what it is. So what my question is, when people say these lists, right? When people say these lists, I've been hearing the same names for 20 years. There may have been a new person here or there added. Like somebody might say Outkast, or, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody might say Eminem. Those are new. Be honest with you, Eminem been in the game for 20 years, but Eminem is a new addition to that list, because the list used to be Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, KRS-One. Probably would throw a Tupac or Ice Cube in there. You would probably throw, Chuck D in there if you're old enough. You would probably throw, some people even throw Melly Mel in there. Some people throw Kool Moe D in there. I wouldn't put Kool Moe D in my top 5 or top 10 or top 20, but that's not me. You know, some people put Kool Moe D. Some people put Big L in there. You know what I'm saying? Some people they have a wide variety. Some people put Ghost in there. Some people put Pharoah Monch. Some people put Common. I would put Common in my top 10. But if I had to press, then he would go in my top 20. But he's in there. Common could be in my top 5. You catch me on the right day. But with that being said, a lot of people, no one's going to actively, the only debate you can have about Rakim is if he's what number he is in that 5. Facts. If you're really about hip hop like that, you're not going to say he's not even in the top 5. Right there, we got to actually question what you actually do know about this culture and this art form. If you're going to say Rakim is not in your top 5, the only way you could actually say that, to be honest with you, is if you're literally in your 40s, 50s, or something like that, and you really was there at the time of Rakim first record to his latest record, whatever that is, and you never felt him. You never felt him. If you never felt Rakim and you was alive when he was on vinyl and he was on cassette tape and he was on the radio like that, and he was the first one to do a collab record, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you saw that progression of that and you still never felt Rakim was in your top 5, then It's going to be really hard to argue, but you can argue that. You can argue that because you was there. You felt a certain way that he wasn't that nice. That is what it is. But you rarely ever, like I said, these people are going to be scared to not say his name. Most people are not going to not say his name. So we're going to go with that. Rakim, to many people, is the greatest MC. The greatest MC ever. Like legit, God MC. That's why they named him that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's 2019 though. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, my top five is going to rotate between Rakim, KRS, Big Daddy Kane. I'm going to throw Nas in there. I'm going to throw Jay in there. I'm going to throw Big in there. All that's going to rotate. Like I said, Common's going to be in there. You know what I'm saying? You catch me on a good day. Um, I'm not going to say LL Cool J. He would be in my top 20, but he not. I can't put him top 5, top 10. On a good day, maybe. But Rakim and KRS, if I'm gonna go all time, they're gonna. I'm gonna put KRS first, Rakim second, but that's just me. Even though Rakim, a lot of people put Rakim first. Just it is what it is. Just based off the Rakim literally changed the direction of hip hop as we knew it. Literally, like when Rakim dropped, it changed everything. I remember what I used to listen to before Rakim. I remember that I was listening to like Skinny Boys, Mantronics, Fresh Prince, stuff like that. Who else? I think Steady B. No, Steady B was not before Rakim. It was a lot of stuff. MC Shan, a lot of stuff that before Rakim sounded a certain kind of way. They was all over the place. Rakim took a different approach. He mellowed out this game. He made this game more lyrical than ever. Between Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, and KRS One, the rules of rap literally changed, and it wasn't just I want to be rocking the party. You know what I'm saying? So they changed it on a mental level, metaphysical. They took this game to another level. So we're gonna say, for the most part, if you took a poll of real hip hop fans, not people that just skim the surface or they listen to top 20 Billboard or top 200 hip hop, not that. We're talking about real hip hop fans. You take a poll. Let's say we get 1 million of them. 1 million hip hop heads who span from listening to hip hop from the 80s to right now. I'm going to go on a gamble and say most of them people going to put Rakim first. Just because he never upset people the way KRS-One did. Rakim never had that scandal that turned people off to him the way KRS did. And Big Daddy Kane really never... Big Daddy Kane was a well-rounded MC. And I'm not taking nothing from him, but the level that Rakim received with this music, Big Daddy Kane was just a better performer and he made better songs. But honestly, if you look at Rakim's song and his stay in hip hop, it's longer than Kane. You know what I'm saying? Rakim's stay in hip hop, in my opinion, is longer than Big Daddy Kane performs right now. To this day, he still a bust a split on you, and he does all smooth operate. He still does that. But Rakim touch of this game, people bow down to Rakim in this game. You've never heard a diss record about Rakim. You've never heard anyone trying to come at Rakim any kind of sideways. It wasn't never. I'll wait for you to tell me. So Rakim pretty much is the God MC. When we're gonna peel back the layers, I'm gonna say it for you so you can know. Rakim is the God MC. Greatest MC of all time to some people, me included. But it's 2019. Are we still saying a lot of stuff has changed? Rakim hasn't, to be on the flip side, devil's advocate, Rakim hasn't had even a record. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know the last time I heard Rakim spit anything. Might have been 10 years ago. Like, I don't even know. Like, maybe that joint with Kanye and him and Nas and, you know what I'm saying? and KRS or whatever, that timeless, I don't know if Rakim did anything after that. He could have, and I could be out of touch. But Jay-Z still making music. And Jay-Z literally was rapping in the 80s. And Jay-Z still relevant to this day. Jay-Z could drop an album tonight. It'll crash the internet. For lack of a better term. And my guy, it's a lot of guys still rapping. I think Scarface just dropped something last year. Scarface still rapping. Scarface still makes relevant music. It's a lot of guys from that 80s time frame that still rap. Ice Cube just dropped a record. I think Ice Cube dropped a record 2 months ago. E40 still record. It's a lot of people from that 80s era that still rap. Not saying you gotta still rap, but we gotta take that into consideration. Now, I've heard, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I've heard Rakim say he doesn't make new music because he doesn't even want to tamper with his legacy at this point. It's no need to make anything new. I'm almost certain I heard Rakim say that. His stuff is timeless. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, let's look at boxing, right? Mike Tyson cannot be considered right now, like we're talking about right now. If you're going to be naming greatest MCs or greatest boxers, you're going to say at one point Mike Tyson was blah, blah, blah. Or like Jack Dempsey or somebody from, you know what I'm saying, from back in the day. Real boxers going to name them people. But at the end of the day, we're talking about after Mike Tyson, there's been about 30 incredible boxers during Mike Tyson, after Mike Tyson. So Mike Tyson legacy is questionable anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all love Mike Tyson, but the way it went down toward the end, it was not good. So what are we saying? So my whole thing is, if we're gonna say Rakim's still the God MC, we have to take into consideration what other MCs are we knocking out of that picture at that point. We're knocking Nas out. Can Nas ever be the God MC? Nas still records. Nas still records right to this day. Can Nas be the God MC? Nas just dropped the joint. We dropped the joint with Kanye. We take it or leave it. It is what it is. But he's still recording on the regular. And Nas been rapping, I think when Nas dropped in 92, something like that, 93, something like that. Nas still rapping to this day, still pen games, he's still viable. You know what I'm saying? Nas still toured, packed out. He just packed out. I went to see him at Foxwoods, packed it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, can Nas ever have that? Can Eminem have that? You know what I'm saying? Eminem still rapping. He's still making viable. Can Jay have that? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say we're holding it for Tupac forever. We're holding it for Biggie forever because they passed away. Right? We're not ever going to take them out of that. But who can we let in at that point? You know what I'm saying? Can we let Kendrick? Can Kendrick ever be the God MC? Like, can we? I'm not saying take it from Rakim. I would never say that. But I'm saying, is it going to be to the year 3000 that we're going to always say Rakim is the God MC? Is that what it's going to be forever? Not to question Rakim, because I'm one of the biggest Rakim fans ever. Even though I put KRS-One in front of Rakim, but I would never say he's not the first. I would never say Rakim is not the greatest MC. If we had a conversation, I would never argue you down. I would never argue him versus KRS, never. Because they both equal to me. So, and even KRS-One, like, are you still putting KRS in your top? Like, I know some people after the Africa Bambaataa stuff said they never mess with KRS-One again. So now, if you knocked him out of that space, who's there? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when we talk about these MCs forever and ever, it's 10 years from now. Is this thing going to be Kendrick, Cole, Big Sean, Joey Badass, Mac Miller? Like, is the lineup going to be different 10 years from now? Or are we still going to be saying Rakim? And that's what the question is tonight. Like, what I'm asking you is Rakim still, with all this talent that has come and go, is Rakim still the greatest? Is he still considered by you, me, and hip-hop as a whole? Is Rakim still that level that you want to attain to? Is that the level you want to reach as an MC? You know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be, and to me it still is, that level of what you want to be as an MC is what you want to come in the game like a Rakim. But have people surpassed that? Like right now, like if you take what was it, the Dolphins, what year would they went 16 games, won the Super Bowl. If you put them Dolphins up to the Patriots right now, they getting smacked. Smacked silly. They probably couldn't even be the 8-8 team right now. Facts. Football has changed. It's completely changed right now. And even to go even a step further, are we still putting lyrical guys at the top of the hip-hop pyramid? Are we still saying it's got to be about lyrics? Because now you got dudes in there that ain't even saying nothing right now. Some people top five. I've heard it. I think it was a basketball player, like a really popular dude last year, young dude. Oh, the dude, this kid, the ball kid. His top five wasn't nothing like none of our top five. I think his stuff was like Future and all these new people. Like his top five wasn't even close to our top five, to what we MCs are. So as we move on forward, whether we die or not, does Rakim music have the staying power? To be honest with you, I hear more Biggie and Tupac than I hear Rakim right now. I hear more. You still hear Biggie like Biggie just came out. You can turn the radio, I guarantee you, from right now to tomorrow night, if you listen to the radio, Hypnotizer's coming on. Facts. You might hear Juicy. You might hear Big Papa. You might hear Get Money. You know what I'm saying? So you're probably not going to hear nothing from Ra. So what I'm saying is time is progressing on. I remember how great Rakim was and is. But is the world, are we as a culture going to keep saying Rakim was the greatest, Rakim was the greatest, Rakim was the greatest, and we're going to pull out the same first 3 albums over and over? You know what I'm saying? When Rakim is alive right now. Rakim didn't die in the 90s. Rakim alive right now. And like I said, the controversial questions. This is my question. If I'm alive right now, and I'm not recording anything, I'm not rapping it. And I did hear that, I think Rod's recording with somebody. I think it may be DJ Premier, somebody. I think Rod's recording with somebody. I don't know. But until that drops, it's a tough ass question, bro. I get it. It's painful. But Rakim is alive right now. Right now. And if we're gonna keep him in that top 5, my question is, how can you still be in the top 5 right now if you haven't recorded nothing new in 15, 20 years? When all of your peers are still recording. You understand? And it's nothing against Rob. I'm just saying. For my own sanity. I'm talking out loud, trying to understand why we as a culture, and I'm gonna tell you like this, I'm putting Rakim in there forever. But it's gonna be somebody that's gonna have a debate with you. They're gonna say, who? You know what I'm saying? They be like, I'm going to the baby show. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see Lil Wayne. I don't know what y'all doing because I don't even know what y'all talking about. So let's say right now, even if Raw was dropping stuff that only a handful of people was listening to, it would be, we could count that. We can see where his bars are at. We can see where his mental is at. We can see where his beat picking is at. Nas taking all this shit for his beats. You know what I'm saying? But he's still going out there doing it. Right? So his level of work is, imagine Tupac was still alive. We be talking about this guy probably have 40,000 songs right now. The way he was working. So my whole point is, I know this could be the most insignificant conversation ever or the most relevant that makes you think. But if we're going to keep Rakim or anyone of that ilk in that lane, in that vein of greatest ever, and you're still alive making music, KRS just made an album last year. And that shit was fire. KRS made an album last year. Last year he made an album. So even if someone was like, KRS ain't that, go check that album that he just made, and they could judge it from right there. From 2018, they could judge KRS One. And put it up against anything out and say, what is he spitting or is he whatever? So that's my whole point. If we're going to be honest with this stuff, if you alive right now and we're still counting you as the greatest MC ever, and your vocal, you ain't the DLC, your vocals work. You know what I'm saying? Your vocal cords work. Even DLC trying to rap again. Your vocal cords work. And if you're not recording, that's my only question. Can we still say you are the greatest MC ever? My opinion, the greatest MC ever going to start recording when he's not breathing. You understand? He going to start recording when he's not breathing, or when he just whack. Once he become whack, he's going to start recording. He's going to understand that he's whack and he's going to stop. So again, if we're going to say a person is alive and don't make another record for 20 years, and while his peers and everyone else is still recording, is he still the greatest, the God MC? You understand? That's my whole point. I know I took a long way around to get where I was going, but that's my whole point. If all of us are recording and you stopped 20 years ago and your shit was nice 20 years ago, but I've been recording consistently for 20 years, are you still the God of this? That's my whole point. It's no disrespect to Rakim. I love Rakim. Rakim is the greatest. Top five. That's all I wanted to say tonight, talking facts. I want to leave that question up to you. I know it's going to be people that's not trying to hear that at all. Rakim is the God, and that's it, and that's all. But I need to know why you feel like he going to be the God for the rest of his life, your children's life, your grandchildren's life, when his body of work is becoming older and older and smaller. It is what it is. I love hip-hop. I love Rakim. Shout out to the God. KRS, all y'all. Big Daddy Kane. Let me know what y'all think, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe.